Let me show you how you can create your own checklist within Papertrail. Go to the Settings cog and then click on Checklists. You will then see the current checklist that you have on your account, but we need to click on Add New Checklist. So let's create our new checklist. First you want to type in the checklist name. You can also add a description if you want, but let's do the first title. So this section title is going to be called Equipment Checklist. Then click Add New Question. So these are the choices that you can pick from. First one, I'm going to just do a true or false question. So I'll just need to type the first question of my checklist into where it says question. I can also make any question in my checklist a mandatory question. So this just means I won't be able to finish my checklist until I've answered that question. So let's add a new one. I'm just going to add another true or false question just so you can see the process again. My next check will be a multiple choice question. This just means you can add 3 or more answers that they will need to tick. So I'll enter the question and then I'll pop in my multiple choice answers. Yes, which I'll make it a positive, no, which I'll also make negative, and then an NA, but you can keep going with as many answers as you need to. Next, I will show you what a text question looks like. So again, you just type in your question, and then in the description, you can type in what you want them to answer, and they'll get a text box within the checklist that they will need to put an answer in. I'm going to also make this question mandatory. For my next question, I want to add a signature. So this just means whoever's completing the checklist will have to leave a signature and a name print. Again, I'm going to also make this question mandatory. Once you're happy with your checklist, click Save Checklist. Now I'm going to show you what this looks like within a record. The checklist is attached to the record, so I'm going to perform an inspection. So you can see my first true or false questions are just a tick box exercise. So I'm going to tick them as I go along. My next one is a multiple choice, so I'm going to fill out that. Then the next question is a text box, so I'm going to type in the answer that I'd need, and then add my signature. Once I've answered all my questions, I will save my inspection, and then you'll see that those checks have been answered within the activities log within the record.